All right, guys, I think we are live. Let's see what we got going on. We do have some spring skins popping up. Ooh, that Ishmael skin looks really cool. He's got butterfly wings. That's pretty epic. We also have Polaris here and Fafnir. So 3 really relevant heroes. Obviously, we'll be talking about that here today on the live. We got John Jensen in the house. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've also got the one. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've got Calnap in the house as well. Let's make sure we share this link with everyone. So we'll refresh our page here. And we will turn on to make sure we're good. And then we're going to grab the link here. Link. Snag the link. And then we will post it into our Discord. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button as you hop in. Much appreciated. I'm going to hit it myself. Shameless self-promotion right there. All right, there we go. All right, we'll post it into our Discord, and we will be good to go. Also, in case you missed it, I did not yet post the Saturday contest link for Facebook and web. So we're going to be doing the winner here based on who's here at the live stream. We'll be doing names at the very end. We're not going to do it right now, but we will. Not going to be a super long stream, but we got a lot to talk about, so we will cover stuff nonetheless. So that's how we're going to go about it today. We will have a video again. I plan on having the video up at least after, well, I'm hoping after tomorrow's live stream. We do already have the Discord one up, so that's good to go for tomorrow. But we will also be going through some of the spring skin stuff today. Let's see, learn more about Ascension to Asgard event. We'll click it. We also have the Great Storm. So these are the upcoming events, right? We do obviously currently have some spring skins in game, but we've also got Ascension Asgard and the Great Storm events popping up very, very, very soon. So please keep that in mind. So yeah. Also, if you missed the box gifts like I did, make sure to grab those. We did have the Guardians of Outland event, which we talked about earlier. Actually last live stream. So we will just claim some of our rewards here. We're going to close that. Upcoming Ascension Asgard. Pretty straightforward event, but it will mean that you're going to want to save some of your free spin opens, right? If you have them. If you already have, like I do, probably, I think I have all 7 available. In that case, you do want to probably use at least 1, maybe 2 spins, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, just so that we are on the same page as we go up to Asgard. Let me say hellos to everyone as well. We got Calnap, Prax, Gary H, all in the house. We have Anthony Smith, who I believe is from a cold England. I don't know if it's cold today, but it's usually cold and wet from what I remember. Nice to have you here. Francis Zegan, hello. Nice to have you here as well. Merrick Gawan, nice to have you here. Also, a friendly note, I will probably be losing the facial hair very soon, so enjoy it while it lasts, this live stream. We'll also probably be shortening up some hair, maybe, potentially, I don't know. That timeline's a little bit more up in the air, but anyway, we have the Astral Seer, which is what I was talking about here. We want to at least pull 1, right, so you get your next free one. I'm going to pull 2. We're going to have 5 left for us here, because during the event, right, I do still, ooh, that was a nice pull, 100 piece Greater Wisdom Insignia. All right, we're not going to pull anything else, but that was pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie. Guild Raid, we're just going to do it here since I am here already. We have Francis Zegan, America One, Incognito in the house. Riddler is here as well. Wally, nice to have you here. Been a minute. I like the new little, I like the new, it's an avatar you got going, right? New avatar. It actually looks like a little world. I like that. Nice to have you here. Anthony Smith says, what time is the plan for tomorrow's live stream? As the USA puts their clocks forward, yes. So, very good chance Uh, very good chance we have a live that is potentially an hour earlier than today if you are not in the US because of the time change. So thank you for pointing that out, Anthony Smith. Yes, that is probably going to be the case. Potentially going to be an hour sooner than it is today. If you are not in the US, right? Could be an hour earlier. Hopefully that doesn't mess things up too bad. But yes, Prax says, come on, just for a job interview. You got to do what you got to do, Prax. Got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. We can always grow it back a little bit later, but oh well. Sometimes you got to look a certain way to, what is it? Fake it till you make it. That's like the phrase, I believe. But anyway, yeah, you got to look the part, right? So we got to look the part. Anyway, all right, we got a lot of things we need to pick up here. So we are just going to pick up a bunch of these. Nightmares aren't usually the problem. It's usually those little critters at the end. I don't think those guys are nightmares, but anyway. All right, let's go ahead and get our standard team in here. The old team, right, without Cornelius, because Cornelius is just not even, he's not even really on like my fourth tier of teams here. I'm working on him, but he's not there yet. This should be Oliver. Let me find Nebula, and then we will adjust accordingly. We're going to put Vex here. We're going to put Kane there. Oop. Sebastian. I'm actually going to give him Fenris. The physical attack is not that different, and armor penetration gives him a little bit more attack. Nothing crazy, but it's enough to make a difference. We'll put Axel in as well, level 160 boss here to start out. So we're just going to get our one hit in here and move on. Mr. Big, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've got some members. Oh, we got to shout them out. John Jensen, Mr. Big in the house. Appreciate y'all. And everyone else as well. Oh, as we failed to completely just do anything, so we're just going to skip the battle. Whoops. Should have hit auto there, but that's okay. Probably should just refresh the page, which is what I recommend if you have time, but we're not going to do that here. I cut my waist length ponytail for a job one time. Still regret it. Yeah, that's a lot of growth, Incognito. I don't think it took me that long to grow my hair where it's at, but I hear you. That is an investment, and especially if you don't get the job that you want, it really just doesn't make sense. But I hear you. Merrick says, I got an arena frame at Thursday after 3.5 years playing. Congrats on that. I'm sorry to hear about that, though, Incognito. Hey, there's always time to regrow it, I think. I don't know. But if not, hey, you know what? The memories are there. All right, so we're going to claim these as well. Refresh page. In that case, yeah, I should have refreshed because I totally did not hit the auto button, but we'll live with 2 mil damage. It's fine. Not crazy, but it's fine. Number 2 is the best that Incognito's been able to do. That's pretty dang good as well. I will say, oops, as we accidentally open another Astral Seer. We'll stop doing that now. A great Tree of Wisdom. Let's just see where we're at. We're probably not going to be doing too much here. 89 is the number of Eternal Seeds I currently have. We need 120 to get anywhere with this support role branch, which we're trying to finish out before we move on to the, not that one, the tank role branch. Tank role branch will be followed after the support role branch. It's going to be a minute, though, before we can really start getting there. Ascension, again, because we're having the event coming up, it's best not to utilize really any of your resources here. I am just kind of curious what I need, though. Greater Valor Insignias. Going to need a fair amount, though. We got 3 more upgrades there. Nebula is complete with the Ascension skills, which I really, really like about Nebula. I'm really just waiting for more of these to pop up, right? More of these Ascension skills to pop up for some of our heroes. I'm also going to close out of there because it's too tempting to try to upgrade something when I should simply wait. All right, so there's that. We got Krista now is all complete with her skill or her items. Cleaver, I was able to pick up these first 2 items from the most recent event we had. So we're now just kind of finishing out, picking up some of these Harunian Helms to get Cleaver to red +2, which is currently the goal. We're going to pick up some more Harunian Helms here. And we will be chasing some Harunian Helms, 78. And because I like using the emeralds, at least for the first 2, We will do that as well, and we will go down to 15 of those bottled energy. And before we move on, we have to utilize these 3 raids here. Not only to just kind of get the Asher and Lucas Soul Stones, but also Herunian Helms, but also, right, we also get those Guardian Caskets. I don't even know if they're called that anymore, though. They're called Honorable Guardian Boxes. They changed the name on these things a couple times recently, which I can't keep up yet. Still with the naming changes, just like some of these items that they've been tic-tackety changing. I don't know if you guys noticed, obviously. Some of you guys probably did, more than I did. But Book of Prophecies hasn't changed, but there has been a couple of items where you're like, that was definitely not the original name. I don't even think Staff of Selena's Halo was the old name of that item, but there was one in particular that I'm trying to look for. It looks like, I'm trying to remember what the change was. They completely changed one of the items and they renamed it, and it looks just weird, but it is what it is. I'm trying to find it. I don't see it right now. See, items, where is it? It's like one of the, it's like a purple item, I want to say. Is it purple or orange? It's like one of the ones where they have a weird like sideways item. Can't think of it right this second, but they definitely changed the name on some of these. Anyway, sorry, missing comments. This says, yes, it is cold and windy, but no rain in England, which is good. And Conio says, I cut my length ponytail, still regret it. Yep. Best thing I do is spend $1 on game. I hear you, Merrick. I hear you. 26 is my best. Too many whales on my server. Totally hear that. There's a lot of whales out there playing Hero Wars, which is always a little bit surprising to me, but at the same time, it is a fun game. I mean, we're all playing it, so can't make too much fun of that, right? We have 100 energy we have to pick up. Got some boxy gifts there. Guild War Week. Guild War Defeat. That happens occasionally. Actually, do I have hits? Was I supposed to hit this morning? I hope not. If I was, we can probably still make our hits now. We can. Let's see. Okay, we were supposed to get these done, so we will. Let's get these hits in. We got some Earth team here. This is a pretty standard fire attack with Hyperion as a healer. Dragon Weaver, yes, the heart, that is definitely one that has changed. I feel like there was another one too. I'm blanking on it right now. Incognito says, I've spent enough money for the both of us. I hear ya. I hear practice. I have 4 at Red plus 2, and the game just does not want to give the items out that I need. Dude, I hear that, man. That is probably one of my pet peeves. Sometimes I feel like when I am plentiful or in an item, I keep getting it. And when I am not quite having enough of a certain item, like I need like a bunch of them, I just don't get them. Then by the time I complete a certain item, then I finally get all the items I need. It's like, really? That's how we're doing things? And sometimes it's really unfortunate when that happens. I'm looking here. It looks like we've done some partial damage to all these guys, which I think is funny, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and just battle here. We're going to go ahead and just skip this battle. This one should be pretty straightforward win for us. Nothing to really worry about. We got our hits in. There is that. All right. So we've got those hits donezo. We've got Titan Valley. Incognito, where the game is being as bad as his ex-wife, always wanting money. I mean, the game does. It is always like that. Yes. The Dragon's Heart was the one that changed. It definitely has. That one definitely has. Gujo, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Eric says, we have had a whale guild at 5th Clash of Worlds plays. They left our server about November. Then I reached first for the first time. Congratulations on that. And thank goodness for the whales leaving your server, or at least that guild, because I'm well aware. We've had quite a few whale servers come, or whale groupings, right, if you will, guilds, come through our server. So I completely hear you. I know we had quite a few. I'm not even gonna try to remember everyone, but there was a lot. Obviously, I think all the top 5. I think all top 5 of the ranks in Asgard may have come through. Let's see. Where can we find rankings? Hall of Fame. Top guilds. I know for a fact. Oh, I want to say Ohana definitely came through our server at one point or another. Wolfpack definitely did. Moved up servers. Phoenix. That name sounds oddly familiar. There's definitely some other groupings as well. Interesting to see that some of these names have changed since I last saw. NWO has fallen a bit in the rankings. Surprising. So maybe they had some people retire. But interesting that a lot of the top servers actually have kind of changed a little bit in terms of names. I wonder if wasn't AOW, AOD, yeah, they were on our server for a long time. It was really difficult to get past them, so they definitely they resulted in some guilds on my server at least disbanding and people being displaced. That was a hellish little while there. Where it was impossible to pretty much be top 25 in rank because they preoccupied most of the spots. So, yeah, hats off to anyone who's surviving with that. Okay, this event, Ode to Beauty. We need to talk about some of these skins because they're really kind of dope. All right, so we have, let's see, we got the spring skins. Ishmael with a physical attack skin. Not to mention, that skin looks pretty dang cool. I will try to be picking it up. Let's see, we have plenty of skinstone to do so, but yeah, this one is too cool to not pick up. I'm picking it up. Kind of lame that his wings don't show in his base form, but we will be upgrading it. But yeah, it's a pretty dang awesome skin. I really like it. And we're gonna go ahead and I kind of want to use it just for funsies. Let's just see how it looks in a hero challenge. Let's go ahead and just put, I'm just going to put some defensive pieces in front of him. Let's put Astaroth and Martha. I mean, he'll probably be battling these guys all matchup and it'll be a stalemate. But I just want to see, can we see the skin? Is it possible to have that skin be his? Oh yeah, we got his skin going here. But yeah, so his skin looks pretty normal. I mean, when he's not in his demon mode, but I just can't get over how cool it looks when he is in his demon mode. Let's see here. So you can see his wings are there, right? But come on, let's get him ulted, please. I'd like to see him get that going. Just missing that ult, huh? Or is he getting drained of that energy? There we go. Finally, we've got the wings out. Those are pretty epic. Not to mention the claws are cool. Very flower themed, and he's got like the whole kind of horn thing going, which I like. He's actually tearing into this Astaroth pretty well. Kind of surprised that was able to deal even as much damage as he did. Pretty cool. Astaroth is reducing his energy. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Astaroth burned some of the energy there, but still very cool. And we like it. All right, so we're good here. I just wanted to kind of see what it looked like. They're gonna stall him out, but you know, still very nice. And he deals mad damage, so I like that. And Astaroth does stall out just a little bit, enough to wear him out. So we will skip that battle. But I just wanted to kind of see it. That skin looks pretty cool. I'm a fan of that, so obviously I picked it up. All right, let's see. We are also trying to go back here and pick up some items for Cleaver here. Try to at least build a little bit more here. So we got 74, and of course we get a bunch of the Harunian helms now that we've completed one of them. But now that I need more, I'm sure that I will struggle to find more. So we're gonna go ahead and just hold off on doing that right this second, but we are getting pretty close. We just need one more of those Harunian helms to complete the Evil Genius. Curious. So we'll have some work to be done there. We also have the lunar skin here that I could pick up in the future. Not going to pick it up right now, but I do think there is also a Polaris skin that we need to talk about a little bit here. The spring skin I will be picking up. So magic attack One of the keys actually for Polaris is magic attack. You can see here that first skill relies on it. And it's where Polaris attacks the most distant distant enemy with a pulsing comet, dealing some damage. So pretty nice. Let's go ahead and check that out as well. We're going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's go back to that matchup we had here. And I'm going to just pair them up. So we're going to see both of their skins, hopefully in action here. Polaris. Currently the lowest battle power of all the heroes is Polaris. But I think that just speaks to how strong she is. Otherwise, it wouldn't have to have her with such a low power. But maybe I'm wrong. All right. So here we go. Both of them have their cool skins, and you can see she's got that nice little icicle little thing she's got going on there, and there's her attack, attacking Martha in the back and slowing the enemy down. Look at how many barriers she's already created here, and now Ishmael is free to just target these guys. These guys are frozen. Look how strong Polaris is, and this is why Polaris is a scary hero on an opposing team, in my opinion. That's going to be tough to blockade. I mean, even if you have Sebastian, I'm not sure you can do enough to prevent. Look how many. There's at least 4, now 5 of these nice little protective layers, if you will. And this one's going to be pretty easy cleanup here for Ishmael. Yeah. Too easy, but these skins are pretty dang cool. So anyway, there we go. We picked up both of them. The other one that is available is actually the Fafnir skin. And the physical attack for Fafnir, I'm not really sure he really cares about a lot of these, but let's take a look at Fafnir's skills. And I'm going to review because I don't remember him needing much physical attack because he doesn't deal much physical damage. He's more of a support than anything. So I guess it does matter for helping out some of the main stats here for this second skill, the Runic Shield. I guess it does. It's a very helpful skin for him, actually, now that I look at it more closely. And he is a hero that I'm hoping to work on in 2024, along with Polaris and a couple others. But Polaris is definitely higher up on my list. But we'll work with Fafnir as well. So there is that. All right, let me not miss too many comments here. Let's see. Dragon to Weaver. Yep, that definitely did change. Count says, I'm in need of chaos particles for my pets, but I'm given pet potions instead. I hear that. Yeah, definitely always need those chaos particles, but I always feel like when I need chaos particles, I get eggs, and when I need eggs, I get the chaos particles. I mean, it's not the worst problem to have, but it is definitely a little bit of an annoyance having to try to get certain items that you're just not getting. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up here, and I'm gonna actually use up 2 of my portal charges here and hope that we get some, well, either eggs or chaos particles. Obviously, chaos particles are ideal, which we got a couple there. But, yeah, you just never know what you're going to get out of these boxes. So there's some eggs there this time around. And we got some chaos particles as well. So I can't complain about that. That's actually useful. And we are currently upgrading Vex as my primary future potentially primary pet until the next one comes out, which inevitably will replace whatever I'm currently upgrading. Just always how it happens. Anyway, so there's Vex, upgrading him. He's currently purple +1, 4-star. I haven't had a chance to pick up more of his summons here. We'll open 20, but we're holding on to 200. No Vex soul stones to be found there, and 1 singular Vex soulstone there. So yeah, just gonna be a process anyway, but we've got 200 eggs that we'll be using at a later time. So there is that. Okay, we're gonna also charge that one more time, but yeah, so Vex work in progress. After Vex, I'm gonna try to get Chorus up to purple at least. And then after that, we will be looking at powering up some of our other pets. Probably gonna be either Mara or Fenris. I'm definitely leaning towards Mara, but Vex is definitely currently my top priority. So there is that. in the Sanctuary. Titan Valley, let's take a look. Prax says, the weird thing is I spend more now than when I did when I was with AOD or Olympus. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it too, though, Prax, is that being in a guild like that, like you do have the pressure to spend, but I also think there were less things to spend on. I'm kind of thinking that now, as we've progressed in this game, as the game has gotten older, at least when I'm looking at now, there's a lot more to spend on. Seasons were pretty young, right? They weren't really a high expense thing. It was like every 2 or 3 months we had a season. Now it's like we have a season pretty regularly. We also have Light and Dark Titans, which are an additional factor, right? There's also the totems that we need to think about. You also have all of the, let's see, there's also a bunch of other things that we need to focus on, like the seasons, including the picking up of keys, right? Here you can see I have 3 Explorer moves. And the season, we are, let's see, are we even close to getting a potential another one? We are really close to getting another potential move here. And we have to open at least 10 or 15 summons here to get that particular reward there. So yeah, I will say there's still a lot that needs to be done. And I think Prax, one of the reasons it makes sense that you would be spending more now is there's just more to invest in. I think the keys, right, with the war flags, that's a new wrinkle into the game that didn't exist before. And there's just a lot of factors that didn't exist pre trying to think best way to phrase it, didn't exist earlier back in the day, even like a year or two ago. Some events just weren't as frequent as they are now. All right, so we're going to pick up some red fragments here to do one more upgrade for our marksman, which in this case is Jew. Boom. One thing that I'm finding that I need to focus on currently is my Martha. I do have my Kark, right? His first 2 artifacts are red and maxed. But what I've been told is I need to work on my Martha's first artifact and get that teapot going so I get more armor and activation chance to protect against Osh. So if you haven't been doing that, maybe look at and you're needing direction, maybe consider upgrading that first artifact for Martha for your entire team. One thing to think about. John says, think my server is too high to have the whale guilds come through, though it would be nice to have someone that could come put up a fight. You say that until you actually do have to deal with it. It is kind of an annoyance, I'll put it that way. And it his drop rates for chaos particles have changed. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Merrick says, remember to refresh your website after you fail something in manual battle, like an Osh attack. I made last week about 6 mil damage to Osh, but refreshed just before my last hero died and dealt more damage. Very, very nice. Yeah, I do think that's a good strategy here as I'm moving some things around. Yeah, no, I hear that. I think that's a good strategy, and I like the idea behind it. That's for sure. Let's see here. All right, we have the expedition map. We are running that. All right, so there's that going on there. We have that 3-hour one, and I think red artifacts are another interesting little wrinkle that we've been seeing. There's just a lot of things I think that have been coming into Hero Wars and creeping in that financially weren't really a factor before. Let's see what else we got here. Astaroth reducing energy-ish with the new skin is a powerhouse with Nebula. Yes, I do really, really like that. And because both Ishmael and Nebula both have Ascension, skills unlocked, I think it makes a huge difference, right? Praxis Polaris is a pure tank killer. Yeah, I really like Polaris. I also like Ishmael. I'm hoping I can work on Ishmael a little bit more. I'm really tempted to, move and progress forward with him, but I am going to try to show some restraint and hold off until we get to the event where we actually need to progress in Ascension a bit more. But yeah, definitely a lot to be said there. So, all right, so we do have Ode to Beauty here. Let's see what we can actually fit, potentially do. Collecting soul stones of any hero. What's the max here? Up to 800. That's a bunch. Soul Stones, I don't see us collecting that many during this event. But we can see what we can do to pick up a couple at least. So there is going to be 20 Soul Stones there. Another 20 here. That's 40. And here we've got 20 more. So there is, I think, 60 to 80, maybe even 100. And then we'll pick up Jet just to send back. But we get our 5 Soul Stones anyway. It is slightly a waste of resource, but we have enough that I don't think it's going to hugely matter. And Book of Tales, I always like to pick up if I can. Devour of Mages, later time. Lamort cards, though, we will indeed pick up. Outland, Harunian Helm, we picked up already. Enigma's Chronicles, though, we need. Throwing Knives, I feel like I'll need, but I'm not going to pick up right now. Large Kinstone Chest, we'll pick up those. Don't really want to spend any of my current Outland coins on the Outland shop, so we won't. All right, going back to Nature Season and tasks. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to work on Polaris in the near future here. I mean, she's just so scary, I think, as an opponent, and has so much potential. I really foresee myself being able to utilize her skills if I can just get her a bit stronger. Obviously, I would have liked to max her out during Winterfest, but I'm going to just have to, I'm going to have to gut it out, tough it out until we get to a point where we can actually get her to absolute. Currently, I believe she is 5-star for me. Yeah, so she's 5-star. She needs about 250, less than that, but 250 more soul stones to go. But in the meantime, I will be trying to get her upgraded and get her complete, or as complete as possible, because I definitely, again, I'd like to use her in the near future. She's a very, very powerful hero. I mean, she just is. Look at these skills. So just going back over it, I know some people, guys, already know and are very familiar with Polaris, but if you're not, right, she can deal some good damage with Pulsing Comet. The Glacial Fortress, right, that barrier that you see, it basically can withstand 3 hits, and every time an enemy hits the barrier, Polaris gets bonus energy. The attacker slows down. So after the 3rd hit, the barrier explodes into dozens of shards, and those shards deal damage to nearby enemies. So not only is she regaining energy for herself, she's dealing damage to the opposing. It's basically a cool hero version of the Earth Totem. It's super epic. So yeah, highly recommend people start looking at Polaris if they haven't already. I think she's going to be a problem, to say the least, in the near future. So I mean, she's someone I'm just slowly investing in every so often. And yeah, she's gonna be a force. So we will actually upgrade to 4-star here on her Ring of Intelligence as we pick up some more and get her up to 5-star there as well. Now I'm totally out of the Chaos Cores, which stinks because I need so many more. But it doesn't matter because we're going to have to end up doing that anyway. We will power up some magic attack for Polaris. I'm also planning on grabbing some more upgrades for her in the near future anyway. But yeah, so we made some progress there, and we're going to pick up some gold artifact essence chests. You can always kind of trade them back in if you need, but I always just find that these flawless ones are very useful. I'm just going to go all last artifact right there, and this one we will also go here. And I think we might be able to do one more upgrade for Polaris currently, but yeah, Prax is right. Polaris is a tank killer, which is great because when you're trying to soften up your enemy, you want to get rid of their tank and get to the other parts of their team, which are usually a little softer and easier to take out. So yeah, Polaris, definitely a very, very strong hero that I want to focus on. Let's see. John says, I'm wishing that I had built Ish on my account. There's still time. You can always add in another hero once you complete a team, right? I don't recommend it right out the gate, but if you have your first 6 set, right, then work on Ishmael or Polaris. Polaris is nice as well. Let's see. Francis says, should we expect the Secret Well shop before the Great Storm? I've got some pet potions to spend on resources. I kind of think we do see that Secret Wealth shop pop up. As for the exact timing of it, It does seem to kind of pop up during the right before the Great Storm event, but I don't know for certain. So I don't want to mislead you, but I'm hoping that we do see that as part of the nice little feature there. And the other cool thing, right? Sorry, not to switch up here, but looking at the Great Storm event, we will have an opportunity to get these chests, which will allow us to, not this one, that's not the right one, the pet chests, which will have Vex in them. So I'm going to close that. But yes, that is something I personally will be looking forward to for the Great Storm event, whether we do see the Secret Wealth Shop or not. I like the Secret Wealth Shop, though, I will say. Merrick says Fafnir boost agility heroes first. I think he would not work well with Ju, Nebula, and Sebastian. Okay. I do like Fafnir, though. I think Fafnir is great with Kark. Kira is probably the best beneficiary and best hero to work with Fafnir. Obviously, Fafnir also works well with Dante. Galahad's okay, in my opinion, but I think Dante and Kira are the two main heroes who see the most benefit, really, from someone like Fafnir. All right, sorry, we got a bunch of resources here. What else can we do here? We can Outland open up some freebies. So we'll do that. We will open up these freebies here. All right, so we'll open that, and that is 3 chests completely opened. We have some more upgrades we can do, and we can level up artifacts and hero skins to get some more rewards. Let's see what rewards are available in the shop, though, as well, before I just start going crazy here. Spring doll items. Okay, very interesting. Flawless artifact chests. We have plenty of those. Chaos cores, that's way too pricey, if you ask me. 1,600 or 16,000, sorry. Emerald coins gets us into the right in the middle of no man's land, where I can't get a great item, but we can get an okay item here. So let's see, Lycanthrope's Fangs, plenty of heroes that need that. Lamort card, Enigma's Chronicles, Oracle's Censor, All-Seeing Eye. That's probably an item I would be more interested in. Let's see, Agrit of Nocturnal Cicadas. Let's see, is there anything I can do for, not Cleaver, but if we look at Iris is good, but Polaris as well. A Lamort card goes a long way, so maybe we do pick up a Lamort card. Then I don't have to worry about creating as many. I'm still going to create a bunch, but we'll take a Lamort card. 5,000 I think is a fair price for some of those. Lamort card being one of the more annoying aspects I have to create. Diviner's Orb recipe. I'm really tempted to spend some energy, but I don't want to go nuts. We're going to use 3 and no more for right now. That'll get us close, really close actually, to getting enough Diviner's Orbs. Let's see, glyph wise, what else can we do? We can probably upgrade armor a little bit for Polaris, so we'll do that. And let's see what else we can do event wise. Energy spending, level up artifacts. Oh, that's right, artifact upgrades. So this is usually where I like to look at my really weak guys and see if there's any gray artifacts I can do here. And there's plenty I can probably do. Let's see. 621, that just uses a bunch of my greens, but it does count for a lot of level ups. And yeah, well past 20. Let's see what we can do here. Julius, very good tank as well. This won't hurt us in any way. So we got those as well. Let's see, is there anyone else we want to currently upgrade? Mojo is always interesting as a potential option. Heidi's all 25'd out. Let's see. Fafnir, we're just talking about him, but this we can definitely do for his first artifact as well. So there we go. Upgrade. There we go. And let's see what else we can get item-wise here. Let's see. After the Great Storm event on my main account, I will be able to get my second pet to Absolute, which will be Axel. Already got Albus Absolute. Very nice, Anthony. Yeah, I will say, getting Absolute pets takes a long time, but they are very useful, and you really can't go wrong. I think in the long run, it is the move. Sorry, I'm not trying to skip anything here. Let's see. First 2 seasons were much cheaper as well. That's true. That one totem event was severely mispriced, which I thought was a great deal. I think I mentioned that before. But anyway, yeah, that was a great event. Fafnir boost agility heroes. Yep, we talked about that. After the Great Storm event on my account. Okay, very nice. Love to hear that. Francis says the first 2 seasons were cheaper. Praxis, I'm currently spending at least $100 a month. That's a good investment. Francis said save the soul stones for the next event. To get red artifacts. There you go. I think we still have some items that will allow us to save some soul stones. So here you can see I've got some saved, right? In terms of future soul stones. Obviously the soul stones I'm picking up right now are mainly in the merchant, so there's not a whole lot, I'd be able to really hold on to in terms of other than just getting some more arena coins and whatnot. We do need to at least get an attack in, though, if we want to have future emeralds and more coins. So here, what I'm going to do here is obviously Invari is not great for Kark. And we do want to put in our own Helios and Yasmin. I'm going to go ahead and just be very offensive here. I'm either going to win this matchup fairly easily or I'm going to lose epically. But that's okay. That's the risk we're taking here. Countdown says collect all hero soul stones which are available from campaign missions. That's also one option. Pretty energy heavy option, but it is an option. Also look at Vex. I love Vex's attacks that just damage these heroes over time. Yeah, so we should the new artifacts events don't award for soul stones. Okay. It's a leveling artifact task where we should wait. Yep. Okay. Yep. Merrick says I save artifacts for this event now. Red artifacts are critical resources. Very, very true. John says, yeah, I can't wait for the storm. Vex will be absolute after it. I need 30 more pet chests to get him. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm a bit further behind in that regard, but yeah, that's definitely a future endeavor. I'm looking forward to having my Vex be absolute. I think he's just a really good pet to have in general, and so once I get him absoluted out, I am looking forward to potentially seeing where we can go with attacks. Got rid of Kira, but she is undead and she's killing us. So that is unfortunate there. We were able to get rid of her pretty early, but her undead skill really proving to be a problem in that matchup. All right, so we're going to go ahead and claim these. Let's see, special events, Lord of Arena. We got our fights in. Rewards, we've got some artifact chest keys from other people getting completed there. Guild War Victory. Okay, we do have some items there. Art of Airship, we ran through. Upgrade Marcus's artifacts. Okay, that's someone I'll look at. We'll look at that. Yeah, I will say I don't really mind getting rid or breaking down artifacts that are not red. Anything that's red, though, I'm not breaking down. They're just, the red artifacts are super difficult to acquire. Everything else, though, in my opinion, is pretty fair game. Obviously, I don't love breaking down gold items, right? But I'm not willing to really currently break down too many red pulls really at all. But okay, so we do have some stuff there. Expeditions are still running, which is great. Let's see. Okay, we do have Polaris we still need. I think Marcus was the one you mentioned. So we'll look at Marcus. Let's see, Marcus. Where are you, Marcus? Marcus. Yeah, he has nothing upgraded, so we'll go ahead and do that for him. Let's see, can we do that for all of them? Yep. As long as we don't use red artifacts, I don't really mind. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get all of these up to level 25. Nice. All right, let's see. And it says, I only got the Polaris skin on both accounts as I use her more than the other two. So when I start using them more and when I have enough skins, then I will get them when needed. Okay, hear ya, I hear ya. Prax says, Mojo and Orion attacks are boss killers due to their multiple small attacks and adventures. That's true. They're really good. Really, really like them. Myron says, hey, I quit for 3 years. Oh, that's a long time. And I came back and made an account 2 days ago. Oh, nice. Very, very cool. Do you think it's still worth playing? Yeah, I think it's worth playing, Myron. And I think if you are willing to be starting from zero, I would recommend not try playing as free to play to start and see how that goes. Obviously, it might be a little dull at times, but I think if you're free to play, there's nothing wrong with it. But obviously, some people are going to tell you different. My opinion, though, if you're free to play, it's not the worst thing ever. Or if you're open to, I guess, investing into the Valkyrie's favor, right? I would say that might be worth it in terms of funds. I mean, once you get to VIP 15, there's really no point. Even I think VIP 5 is really max you should be spending, in my opinion. But if you're brand new, then I wouldn't worry about playing in terms of investment, because investing is super, super difficult. But Myron, it's up to you. I would say if you enjoy it, yes. If you're trying to have a game where you can, just progress really, really fast and then, not have to, it's going to be expensive if you want to advance really quick. So if that's the case and you're trying to avoid spending money, I would steer away, but I think it depends on what you want to do. But Myron, if you want an easier version of this game, my honest opinion is Hero Wars Mobile is not a bad choice. It is very much and I'll make a video on this in the future. I was planning on it actually comparing mobile to Facebook and web platforms. But Hero Wars Mobile is a lot more friendly. There's less to do, and you can progress a lot faster for free. So I don't know. I would say if you are, if you don't want to pay at all and you just want to progress and you want to go as far as you can and progress easily and not really have to worry about it, I think Hero Wars Mobile might not be a bad consideration. It's an app, right? But in case that's not what you're looking for, I think Facebook and web are perfectly adequate. But I will say, to keep pace with a lot of players, you might have to spend a little bit more. You might have to spend a little bit of financial investment. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get crazy in it, but it's interesting. I think dabbling with Hero Wars, Facebook and web for free, right, might be the move. And then if you like it, see how it goes. And I think if you don't really like it, mobile might be another alternative. That's all I'm going to say on it. I'm not going to go crazy, Myron, but hopefully that gives you some insight. Yeah. I'll let you make the ultimate decision for yourself, but I will say there's a lot of stuff going on now in Hero Wars. A lot of changes since you've played 3 years ago. A lot going on. Merrick says they added way too many game modes. Dungeon was just starting. Yeah, Dungeon is a process. Incognito says find another way to spend your time. I mean, it's tough. I think there's a lot of, it's not bad. It's not a bad game, but it has changed a lot. And there's definitely a bit of a learning curve currently from 3 years ago, I think. But yes, Myra, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining on this stream. And, if you do keep playing, hopefully you hang out once in a while. We do typically on streams talk more about Facebook and web, but I am going to be talking about mobile every now and then, and my videos will have a lot of mobile related content. So there you go. All right. Definitely cheaper than diving, Prax. The oxygen tanks are insane for diving. All right, so we finally wrapped up our dungeon run there. So there's that. We're going to go also and claim the tower points as well. All right, so what do we still need to do before we have winners? Let's see. All right, we'll pick up our soul atrium and just... Oh, we already did. We stashed it. Nice. All right, well, from this point on, if you guys are here, right, and you want to enter into the picker wheel contest, which we're going to be having in about 2-3 minutes, maybe max 6. But let me know if you're on Facebook or web in terms of wanting to be in the contest. You don't if you're on one of the platforms and you're not interested in winning a contest, just say whichever one you're interested in. So Facebook or web. Let me know, and if you're here, I'll put together a picker wheel and we'll do that together. But yeah, go ahead and do that right now. And we will just wrap up a couple of cleaning up little aspects around Dominion here. Then we will have a picker wheel where we're going to have one Facebook winner and one web winner today. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. We're going to have one Facebook winner, one web winner, and that will be from the Discord list. If you need the Discord, that will be posting a majority of the videos, so go ahead and check that out as well. Yeah, should be pretty straightforward. But yes, thank you guys for letting me know if you're on Facebook or web or both. And I will put you on the appropriate picker wheel here in a little bit. All right, so we did go through the majority of the shop here as you guys are doing comments, which is great. We're going to go ahead and do Titan skin stones, pick those up. 1,000, we'll hold on to the other silver ones currently. Not a big deal there. Let me see, though. Let's look at this event, see what else we can do to maybe get some more items that will help us in upgrading our heroes. So upgrading hero skins a bunch more times, up to 200. That's a lot of upgrades. Soul stones, we could do 800, but that is going to eat into a lot of my current resources, and I'm not really interested in doing that. Choice crystals, we're going to just take all the green ones. That's what I'm working on right now. Is mainly green agility based heroes. Let's see, we could do Valor insignias. I'm gonna hold off though because I'm not sure what I need yet. Let's see. Okay, we have violet equipment chest, and panoptic orb is something I might need down the line, but we'll hold off right now. Let's look at Polaris. Panoptic orb, is that what you are? Panoptic orb, that is what you are. Okay, so let's just go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and use one of my purple resource chests here, and we're going to get the Panoptic orb. Just going to do it. So we got one Panoptic orb, and that should give us Polaris into a orange +1, right? Promote. And we have her promoted. So we can also equip these items here. Now we need another Panoptic orb. Great. I might actually end up doing the same thing there. Let's see. Sphere of Power. Can we pick that up? Sphere of Power? Probably not, right? Sphere of Power, no. But Lamort cards we can. So we'll do 3 Lamort pickups. And we will equip one of these to our Polaris, and another one. We just need a couple of Sphere of Power recipes, so we're gonna go ahead and spend another 100 energy. I know, but we'll go ahead and see. We got close, but we're not gonna get all the way there with that item for right now. But we've got that going on. All right, so now that we've upgraded Polaris a little bit, let's see, Cleaver. I'm gonna finish this item off. Once we finish this item off, I will be updating the, let's see, event shop. Radiant armor. Ooh, we can pick that up. So we're going to pick up the radiant armor. Then I'm going to put together a picker wheel using your guys' names here. Then we'll have our picker wheel winners. So that'll be the game plan. All right, so let's see. Can activate that skin for Cleaver, so we will. Let's go ahead and also pick up our emeralds here. What else can we do to get some more of these rewards real quick? Then we can get to our wheel. So we can do some more level up of artifacts. Only up to 200. That's not bad at all. Totally doable. Let's see. Airship. I should have plenty. So there's plenty of heroes to still upgrade. Lilith being one of them. Fox. Let's do Fox for fun. Let's do Fox. Exchange. That's fine. We'll get up to 25 for Fox, that first artifact. Do the same for the second one here, unless we dip into the red. We're not dipping into red. That is a no-no. So we will upgrade up until, let's see, level 20? No, 19. Okay, 19. And here, same thing. We're willing to do as much as we can without using red. Okay. It's not going to be too pricey for us here, but that should get us a little bit closer. Let's see, how far are we off? Got enough, and that'll get us right there. So that should get us this last item here for the Radiant Armor, which should help us build for Cleaver this item, the Evil Genius. And we equip that, and we get him to red +1. And he's a little bit stronger, and we equip that item there as well. All right, so Cleaver's now red +1. He's got a brand new skin. He's feeling fresh. We're going to close out of Hero Wars for right now. Close out of Google Chrome entirely. Let's open up Safari, and let's go ahead and build ourselves a picker wheel before we wrap up today's live. All right, let's see. Merrick doesn't like Cleaver. Got it. Yes, Absolute Prax, thanks for hanging out here on this live. We're going to go ahead and file open. And this is not really as spontaneous as you might think, but it's spontaneous. So Facebook side of things, we'll be implementing anyone's name on Facebook first. Let's see. All right, we've got Anthony Smith, who's on both. Anthony Smith for Facebook. John Jensen is on both as well. Got Prax on here as well. Who else? We've got Merrick is on Facebook as well. Then we've got a bunch of web users. So, okay, that is our current Facebook list. Let's save that for Facebook. Let's go ahead and open up our web side of things here. We've got Myron 1. Riddler, Francis, John Jensen, Mr. Big, Anthony Smith. All right, let me know if I missed someone. For right now, I'm going to save this list, and I'm going to read some comments. So let me know if I missed someone. This is the web list, the Facebook list. Let's open it. We can't open it separate. So this is the web list. Let me know if you're missed on the web list. Or Facebook if you saw the Facebook list prior. All right, sorry. I'm going to try to continue reading through here. Myron says, what happened to old meta teams like ODH, Cleaver, Peppy, Twins, Kark, Faceless? So Myron, you have missed some stuff. ODH, currently completely not a viable squad with the new hero, Isaac. Isaac is a hero who's an engineer. Let's see, Isaac, Hero Wars. Check out Isaac. Isaac's going to completely nerf any ODH squad. Basically, Isaac is a hero, right? This is what he looks like. He takes in any magic damage, and he basically is able to charge really, really quick. That magic damage becomes his energy. He powers up physical attackers like Kark. Kark is then able to spam his ult really, really fast and get rid of your opponent. He also just eats up a bunch of the magic attack. And basically, when you have Isaac, he neutralizes a lot of magic attack based teams. So ODH is not a common scheme you'll be seeing very much. Cleaver Peppy, not as popular as you might think. Cleaver Peppy, the problem actually is Peppy's not usually very developable early in game, so a lot of people don't build around her. Twins, again, Isaac's really nullifying any magic-based team. You're going to need more than just the Twins to do anything against Isaac. Kark Faceless, not a bad squad, but Yasmin, another hero. So Kark is not a bad, Yasmin is another hero you're going to want to look at. I do believe I have some videos on these two heroes as well. Let me look up my YouTube channel here. But Yasmin and Isaac are going to nullify pretty much both teams you're looking at there, Myron. So let me see. Yasmin, J Foul. So yeah, I've got countering Yasmin. If you want to check, this probably is right when you left. This is an old video, but when Yasmin got introduced to Hero Wars. This is the video that we had 3 years ago, pretty much precisely, right when you left. So Yasmin came into game. Let me see if Isaac, I have something on Isaac. I probably do. But yeah, so new hero Isaac again came in 3 years ago, probably right when you left. These two heroes changed the game in terms of those old heroes, but I would say check out those. Those might help. Then if you have some time, we'll talk more in the future on it. But yeah, there you go. Those are going to be some problems for those teams you mentioned. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our picker wheel spin here. Myron, do you know how to find your web ID? If you don't mind, let me know your web ID. As a player coming back, I'm going to shoot you something regardless of whether you win or not. So, yeah, just let me know your ID. Do you know how to find it? If not, let me know. We'll send you something your way. Thanks for hopping on to the live. All right, we're going to start with the web side of things here. Pretty unusual that I do that, but we're going to have a web winner first. In addition to Myron. Myron, just let me know your ID and I'll send you something your way. Congrats. America One, you're on the Facebook side of things. This is for web. So we're going to have our web winner first here. So Myron, and who else is our other winner? Sorry, Myron, you're probably not going to win this spin, but don't worry, I got you on something else. Francis Zegan is our winner. So Francis, congratulations. I'll be sending you a reward. Actually, hit me up on Discord and we will chat and let me know what you would like, and we will send you something in a little bit. Incognito's not on web. All right, Incognito, I will I'll chat with you in a little bit. All right, Incognito, let me know. Yeah, can you message me, Incognito, on Discord? I'll hit you up. We'll sort things out. Sorry about that. All right, so I got you, Myron. I'll send you something, Francis. Let me know in Discord, and we will get you a reward as well. Let's see. Facebook side of things. I've got Anthony, John, Prax, and Merrick. Anyone missing from the Facebook side of things? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spin it. And after this, we will wrap up this stream. But yes, please reach me on Discord. Myron, if you want to enter tomorrow's contest, make sure to check out the Discord channel. It's in the comments on the YouTube side of things. As we have Prax is our Facebook winner. Prax, let me know what you would like for Facebook, either here and or on Discord. So there we go. I know, right, Merrick? So sometimes it's nice to be here, but there we go. We've got Prax as our winner. We've also got Francis and Myron as our bonus winners. Incognito, hit me up later in Discord. Just let me know. You said chat, so we will chat. But everyone else, thank you guys so much here for hanging out with me here on the live stream. Again, enjoy the facial hair because it will be going very, very soon. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Prax wants some portals. You got it. Nice try, Anthony. I appreciate it. I appreciate the looks. Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this live. We'll be having another one tomorrow. Again, potentially an hour earlier. I will let everyone know in the morning. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in Dominion.